Same movement the other way, strike to the head, step forward, look over your shoulder, someone's coming to attack you, swing the stick out at their leg so they jump back, and then they go to attack and you strike under the chin. That's 21. Okay, I'll do it facing this way. 2, 3, 4, 6, straight on the line now, strike, bring it around your head, lash out, prepare, bring it across your body, drive up the throat, block, strike once, strike twice, hand to the front of the jaw, move back, pushing the stick back, attack comes to your knee, you block it, attack the face, drop the stick down, rotating it, strike the body, left elbow comes up, main cut, strike into the head, turn 180 degrees, strike the head, step forward with your left leg. As you do that, put the stick to your left shoulder, see someone coming behind, lash out at their legs so they jump back, bring the stick back to your back right corner, and then you strike up under the chin. So that's the final thing. So you lash out their legs, they go back there, up in the air, they're going to cut down at you from there this way. So you go, no, you can't, bang, and you catch them with this under there. That's the plan. Okay, I'll do it this way again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strike, spin it around your head, lash out to the legs. Strike up at the throat, move back and bring it. So what you're doing is you're spinning this back this way. Now strike once, strike twice, hand to the front, move back. Attack comes to the knee, block the attack to the knee. Jab at the face, spin it down, strike to the body, strike to the head, turn, strike to the head, step forward with your left leg, look over your right shoulder, someone's coming at you, you lash out at their legs, spin all the way back, and then straight. Okay, good. That is us done with the 21 Joe for today, or this morning anyway. We might do some more this afternoon. Okay, what we're going to do now, we've been doing some footwork earlier. We're now going to do some Aikido practice. This is actually a couple of techniques which you're going to have to visualize someone. So if you've just come, I'll just stop for a sec. If you've just come across this, we're doing Shodokan Aikido practice. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to look at how you can grip a wrist and then execute a technique. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a technique which is called a Tenkai Kote Hineri. Okay, where basically someone comes at you and you grip their wrist, moving out of the way. So if I do it standing up, you grip the wrist, moving out of the way. Okay, then you're going to step through. As you do it, you break their balance. So you've got their wrist, you break their balance by moving your hips, like we do with the cutting motion at the beginning of the class. Okay, holding their wrist, you step forward, go around underneath them, and cut their weak line down. So they're here, they've come to you, they've done an attack, you grip this wrist, you bring it around like this. This is the lock we do at the beginning of the cross. You come around underneath, okay, so they're like this, then you push their wrist forward and make them fall over there. So I'm going here, moving out of the way, getting the wrist, breaking the balance, stepping forward with my right leg, bring it around, and I'm just going to cut down. I'm cutting down to a 45-degree angle there. The reason I'm doing that is the person who I'm doing it with, which is me, I've gripped the wrist here, I'm twisting it around here, putting a lock on, I come through behind, and then I cut that way, because that is my weak line. Okay, so if someone does it to me here, they grip my wrist, they go underneath, twisting it as they go under, okay? When they're behind, they push that way, and that drives me forward, because if I don't go forward, it will break my wrist, or my elbow, or my shoulder, or 2 or 3 of them. So you go with it. Right, so I'll do it with you. Attack's coming, left hand below, right hand above, grip the wrist. Okay, step forward, left, right. So you've gone past the person that's here, you've gone past them, left, right. Spin it around your head, cut forward that way. So this is the movement, you know we do a sword movement. That movement there. That is that movement. Okay, so avoiding, gripping. So this is taking into play the foot movements you were doing earlier, gripping, breaking balance, by gripping their arm and turning it this way. Step forward with your right foot, bring up in your center, turn around, cut down the weak line. Feasible. Can you visualize it? I mean, people who do Aikido anyway probably can visualize this. But if you haven't done Aikido before, you think, so let me imagine I've got an arm. What have I got? He's a walking stick, it's not too long. Okay, so I've got this arm. So this is the person attacking me. Maybe they've come to grab me. Okay, so I'm going to grab. As they come to grab, I just move out of the way and I catch their arm. Okay, so I'm here. So they come to grab me, I catch their arm like that. Okay, I'm now going to step forward. As I'm just doing this with them. As I do that, I twist this a little bit, which breaks their balance, you see, because the arm is being twisted. You now step underneath their armpit, effectively. Come around and cut down. Okay, so this is an arm. I get out of the way of it as it comes to grip me or punch me or whatever they're trying to do. Okay, left hand below, right hand above. I step forward with my right foot now, bring it into my center line. So this is right above my head, in my center line. Turn around in my center line and cut down. Okay, they will be falling down there. What you do to them after that's up to you. Don't be cruel. Okay, so attack's coming here towards me, I grip in it. Left hand below, right hand above. They're there. I move to the side. I step forward, so I end up shoulder to shoulder with them. And I spin around and I cut down. Okay. That is called Tenkai Kote Hinuri. Yeah, just interesting, isn't it? I mean, the other technique you do when you do this on the other side, you do it here. So they come to grip. Say someone comes to grab me here. I come out, I quickly grab their wrist. Right hand below, left hand above. I do this movement, twisting, step through, above my center, and I cut. Okay, that's called Tenkai Kote Gaish. So yeah, I'll use just a little tanto. So this is their arm. Okay, I grip it. Okay, I'm inside them now. So if this is their right arm, I'm turning it this way, which twists them. So if it's happening to me, it's doing this to me. Okay, so I'm here. I've got to grip. Okay, they've moved to the side and they've twisted my arm like this. They then step through. This will do this to me, and then they'll throw me back. Okay, so here, I'm here. Right hand below, left hand above. As the person executing the technique, I twist it. See my hips all working together. Step forward with my left leg. Bring it up in my center. Turn around 180 degrees. And cut down. And release them. And as you release them, they hit the ground. Okay, so we've got two of these. We've got one step, that's outside the arm. And the other is coming inside. Step, that's inside the arm. So whether you're inside or outside the arm, you do basically the same movement. It's interesting. We think they're very different movements. But actually, in terms of the principle, it's more or less the same principle, which is this hand blade motion, which we do at the beginning of class. Now, if you wonder why we do this, we do it because it's the technique. And the technique is this. Amazing. Okay, right. Warm down. Jumping. And stretching. Nice and loose. Supposedly, the BBC might be doing a little bit on this little session that we're doing sometime in the week. They might come along and join in for a few minutes because we're raising money for the local NHS trust, and which is great. And please do give. And if you're not sure how to give, if you send me a message or send a thing onto the Facebook page that you're on now, I can send you a link to the Just Giving page so you can make a donation. We're trying to raise £1,000, which would be great. We've raised about 250 so far. It's about a quarter of the way there. So if you want to put a tenner in, or 50 quid, or £5, or £1, or €1, or whatever, just feel free. We love it. And the NHS Trust will be very thankful. They suggested to me, the local NHS Trust heard about it, and they said, oh, get in touch with the BBC. So I did, and the BBC think, oh, that's quite a good idea. So might end up on TV later in the week. I think it's radio first, but they're talking about maybe doing a little section on the TV as well, which would be great fun and raise the profile of the NHS Trust requirements, and also raise the profile of Aikido, which is always good. So anyway, I'll just unmute you. And will everyone please put some makeup on for when that is on, including me? I'm kidding, totally.
I cannot do it in my underwear.
Yeah, don't do the session in your underwear, please.
Like a normal office day now.
Everyone's going to come in their pajamas, aren't they? Oh, little point, guys. This is for everyone. I've done a little. You might have come across on Facebook. I've done a couple of kitchen sink exercise sessions, which are only like 5 minutes long. What I tend to do is before I do this session in the morning, I tend to do those kitchen sink exercises myself, just for 5 minutes before I start the session here, because it makes your arm a bit stretched out. So if you haven't come across them, dig them out, and they might be quite good for just, you know, preparatory to doing this 45 minutes. You could spend 5 minutes on doing those in your kitchen or wherever. I do them against the sink, and they're good for just getting your body a little bit stretched out. But of course, if you're doing yoga for an hour before, Chris, you definitely don't need kitchen sink exercises as well. And anyway, thank you very much, everyone. Hope you had a great session. It's Sunday today, I believe, on Groundhog Day again. And we'll see you at 5 o'clock, hopefully. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. That's been great. Lovely.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed the little Aikido techniques.
Yeah, tricky.
Tricky, yeah. And actually, when you've done it, you can visualize it. When you have never done it, you go, what? Anyway, we'll work on it, and I'll work out. You'll get the hang of it.
That you with the belt or with the rope.
Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking I might do is
That's
I just
really
send a
helpful.
link so you can see someone doing the technique to someone else. And then go, oh, that's what we do.
I'm just like one of my belts against this, and it's working.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Because it gives you like a good tension.
Yeah, I don't want to pull things off the wall. But yeah, this is the idea. I saw the thing that Matt